For so many years, Oracle was seen as this kind of legacy company like IBM or, these kind of ones that were heroes of a past era. And
My era.
they've really been trying to reinvent themselves around the cloud, not always successfully. And what really changed it was AI, right? They have managed to make themselves a go-to destination for training these AI models, which requires just, incredible levels of investment, right? Tens of billions of dollars per site. And they've managed to establish themselves as the place where you go to do that, right? Companies like OpenAI, Nvidia themselves is paying Oracle a lot of money to set up data centers for them. And so they've managed to reinvent themselves and, essentially double their stock price in the process over the last year or so.
I mean, you just said it. They're betting big on the cloud and on AI, spending tens of billions of dollars on these huge data centers. So talk to me about what that means in terms of longevity and margins in their cloud business.
Yeah, the margin question is a big one. We have in our story today that Chief Executive Officer Safra Catz for a long time said, y'all, I'm not sure about these margins, right? I mean, they're used to selling on-premise database software that you pay upfront for. I mean, it's one of the most great cash cow businesses in history.
Sure.
And then now you go to a business model where the margins are very slim, right? And so right now their cash flow has gone negative for the year for the first time since 1990. Wall Street anticipates that this is a spending cycle and then all the revenue starts coming in and, you're able to compound at a pretty incredible degree, but it requires a level of investment that is completely unfamiliar to the average software company.
So just to give you some numbers around that, CapEx for these guys has been, for the last few years, 4, 5, 6 billion.
Yeah.
This year, forecast 25 billion. Next year, 31 billion. I mean, that leads to, as you mentioned, negative free cash flow for the first time since 1990. But it appears that tech investors today, this AI story, it's kind of build, baby, build almost.
Exactly. They want to see growth, right? Oracle, the database is effectively a stagnant business, right? I mean, they could hold on to that for a long time, likely, but that's a flat business. And so the fact that now they're going to be able to say that in 2029, this cloud is going to be our largest business line, that's a really big reversal of fortune. It requires a ton of money, but the idea is you pass it on right to customers, right? You spend tens of billions of dollars on the chips and energy, but then OpenAI comes around and gives you a deal worth tens of billions of dollars per year. And so the majority of their backlog is in this AI work. And all indications say that it should start flowing.